This is Red Shed behind the scenes questions. I don't know if it's behind the scenes. It's in fact it's in front of the scenes. We got questions to answer, and we're gonna do our best to answer
I love that.
them.
First question we have for Jared Huddle is, will the Red Shed have a bathroom?
That is a great question. One that is coming up a lot with people, um, and I guess it's a more complicated answer than that. So to tie it into septic, it's going to be really hard and really expensive, and not something that we're looking at doing at the current moment. But if you're just needing gray water and drains for like a sink, for a shower, those types of things, that is much easier. And the plan right now is to go forward with getting a sink and a shower here.
So can you just tie in with those pipes underground, or is that
Yeah,
tough?
so they said I can just put it right in the trench that my electrical conduit's going to be in. So seems a little unsafe to me, but that's why I go to the professionals for that stuff.
I love that. That then leads perfectly to our next question of, what's your plan for power to the Red Shed, and any chance that there will be solar?
Thought a little bit about solar. I think that's a great question. I think when it comes to tiny houses and building and trying to do something that's kind of independent, I think going solar is probably the way to go. The reason we're not going with solar is just because it's so close to the house that trenching and laying electrical conduit is actually pretty inexpensive to do. It's only about 85 feet or 100 feet or something like that. So that's kind of the plan with that. I think if it was any further, definitely would be something I'd look in more strongly at.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Next question is, will the Red Shed be able to host social gatherings? And if so, how many people is the deck going to be able to fit on it?
Well, I think I'll have to defer to the government on that if it can host social gatherings for the time being, and how long that'll last, I'm not sure. But as soon as they say go, the Red Shed is going to be a poppin' hub of social activity. How many? I don't know.
I
Maybe a
love
lot, maybe a little. That's the great thing about the Red Shed is possibilities are endless.
I love the sound of that. So is red going to be your final color, or when you repaint it, are you gonna switch it up at all?
Having the whole show be called Red Shed Redemption, I think it makes it a little hard to change a color. But that might be open for maybe a fan poll down the road, don't you think, MRAF?
I like the sound of that a lot.
Yeah, I think might be something good. We'll have to see what the people want.
Speaking of fans, they're wondering what your beauty routine is to get ready for filming of Red Shed.
That's a great question, and it's very in depth. It involves me getting up and coming out to the Red Shed and filming myself. So that's a great thing about being quarantined. You don't have to shower much. So I've just been cruising right out of bed. Put a little beard oil in. I'd say once a week. I make my own beard oil. I don't make it once a week, but I made it and I put it in once a week.
This
So
wasn't a question that we were asked, but now I have the question myself. How do you make your beard oil?
that is a great question. Shout out to Frontier Co-op. They have some great spices and oils. So I use grapeseed oil, then I kind of mix some essential oils in that and mix it around a little bit, and come out smelling good.
That's intriguing.
Yeah.
So your prep is pretty similar to just your daily life, you would say.
Oh, it's 100% daily life.
Oh man. So then next, going back to the shed itself, how many square feet is it?
So outside it's like 14, a little over 14 by 14. Inside it appears to me to be like 13 by 13. So I think the studs there's six 2 by 6 studs. So that probably makes sense why we lose a foot there, I guess, because we have a stud on each wall. But so I can't really do the math in my head right now, but I know it's like 190 or something like that.
So not a lot of space, but you're making the best out of it.
We're making great use of it. Yeah.
What do you think that loft gives you?
So it's like a roughly 7 by 7. So I guess that'd be another 50 square feet.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's kind of nice. Yeah.
How are you going to get up to the loft?
Another great question. Right now I've been using just a step ladder when I need to get up there, but trying to think of some ideas because we wanted obviously something that is easy to get up, safe to get up on, but not taking up a whole lot of room so that we don't want some of our living space to be taken away by a full ladder or something like that. So thinking maybe something that I can set up there to get up there, and then during the day I can store away somewhere. So still kind of rack.
When you're working on the red shed, what's your drink of choice?
Drink of choice. So in the mornings I drink sidecar coffee. And I'll have some kombucha, Verve kombucha, midday, something like that. Keep me going. I've been drinking a little more water because it's been getting hotter, and I find myself cramping at times, which is never good. So need to drink more water.
That's hard work.
Yeah.
What's your timeline right now? Now that you're a few weeks into the red shed building,
Mhm.
what are you thinking for completion?
It's coming along nicely, and the last week has been a lot of monotonous work of getting some of this framing stuff done. As you can see behind me, getting all the walls ready for sheetrock. I think the sheetrock will be difficult. I think putting a floor in is going to be difficult. Those are going to be big projects. I think the deck's going to be a pretty big project. I still feel like 2 months is not out of the question. The biggest hangup I'm running into right now mostly is just places being open, finding materials. If I have to order online, like it taking a little bit longer because of the essential stuff, which of course you want the essential stuff to be delivered before you anyway. But so it's been a little bit more kind of creatively thinking about how I can get stuff done with the stuff I already have and not needing to go out and purchase stuff.
Hmm. So what that would put you sometime in June, probably.
Yeah, I'm thinking June is be a good time.
That's solid. If you started with never having built anything, saying you were going to do it in 2 months, and you actually do, I'll be impressed.
I would be. Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
All right. So the next question we've got is, how are you guys doing the filming? It's really been a mix of Jared films most of it himself during the week, but then I'll come out on the weekend and get interviews from him and just kind of see what happened that week, see what kind of close-up shots, stuff like that we can get. It's changed a little bit now. We just went into a higher level of quarantine, and so we can't go out and film together. So now Jared's doing all the filming himself. So yeah, kind of take them through what you're doing that way, Jared.
Yeah. So the biggest thing we started out with is uh, motorized stabilizer. You can put your cell phone in it like this. It kind of clamps onto your cell phone, and it turns on, and it can kind of contort a couple different positions. Press a button to kind of toggle it back and forth. So that's been really nice to do the cell phones because most cell phones are 4K. You can film in 4K now, so that's been really easy to do because we didn't have to buy really any new equipment. This Matt had, and then the cell phones obviously something we're all using. So, and then on the bottom here, you can see I got a tripod mount for it. So when I'm not talking with it or holding it, I'll put it in the corner somewhere where I'm working, where it can just capture film as it goes. And then probably like a week ago, we incorporated a GoPro in, and there's a couple of different ways we can do that with a tripod, a little tripod on it. It's got a clamp that it can clamp to like a stud. So that's been good to get some wide angle stuff. And then we just incorporated a new camera, an older, just normal camcorder in. So we have a lot of different ways that we are capturing the build.
It's insane how well the cell phone camera compares with like a big professional camera. Like
Yeah.
it's amazing how far cell phones have come, and it allows us to do way more with that than we otherwise could.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the last question is, we've got a new follower here. say love what you're doing, is there any way that they can support the Red Shed or anything like that?
That is a great question. We're always in the process of that. It's new to us. Everything's new to us right now. Building, capturing film. I guess editing you've done a little bit, but nothing like this. So it's all been new. But we do have a couple partners. We have some affiliate links that we can, that if you're just buying stuff, I think it's Amazon. Right now we have Amazon and Home Depot. If you're looking to buy anything from those sites online, which most all shopping's online now, anything from there, you can just go through one of our affiliate links. We're still trying to figure out what an affiliate link is and how to put that on our social media stuff. So there's been a lot of reading with that. And it's hard to read and research while you're building and while you're filming and while you're editing and while you're trying to get affiliate stuff. But we're working at it, and we'll get those links up. And anytime you just buy normal things, anything that you're interested in buying that you buy normally, if you just go through our link, it doesn't charge you any extra. In fact, there might be a benefit. I'm not 100% sure. It says that maybe with Home Depot there might be some free shipping involved, but that might be for everybody. I'm not 100% sure. So the good news is I know you'll get some free shipping at some point, somehow, some way, from Home Depot if you spend a certain amount. Our affiliate link, and some of your money goes to support our little venture we have going.
Love it. Let's see. Can you give us a view of where you're at right now with the shed?
Yeah, I'll just do kind of a quick walk around. So I did some cleaning on the floor, so that's why it looks so nice, because it hasn't really looked this nice ever. So you can see all these took a long time. All these newer looking boards here. You see the blue boxes. That's going to be electrical outlets. So got them all in. I cut holes through all these studs here so we can run electrical wire. That's going to be the next step, is actually running the wire. You can see up there, put all that new boards in. I guess we haven't seen this, have we? That's a new development.
No, we have not seen that. That is.
Yeah, so we put the sliding glass door, and I think you guys saw it cut if you watched episode 1. Little behind the scenes look, we got a sliding glass door in there. So with a Facebook Marketplace purchase. So, always looking for good deals on there. And then putting a new window. We just got to finish framing it out or sealing it up. And then we talked earlier about the shower. If you look at this wall here, that's going to be where the shower sits. So that's kind of the progress that's been made. And then you guys have seen the loft, but there it is.
The Red Shed's looking a lot better.
It's, you know what? I think I could live here.
It's got a lot more light going on than last time I saw it.
Oh, for sure. So, and it hasn't fallen yet from all my demolition. So
that honestly, that might be your biggest win so far.
Yeah.
Well, that is all the questions I have for you. So until next time.
Those are tough.
We'll send us more questions, and we'll make more answer videos.
I like that.